Hello, everybody. Today we are going to do a weekly review of the trades I took. Yes. That's what we're going to do right now. So let's go see what happened this week actually. Let's go into my journal and let's go see what I did do, what I didn't do, all that good stuff. So 2nd of January, this is the week. Yes. Okay, so let's go see 2nd January. So this line, let's just put this red line was the weekly open. This is where we open. So this is the week. So I do remember that day. Yes, I do remember that day. Right. So we opened over here. Yes. Expanded higher. And what did I do? First, what time is that? 10:45. Okay. 10:45. So let's try and find it. Yes, there it is. Okay, I remember that this one, I remember that we put some form of an SMT up there. And I shorted here, right? Yes, this is what I shorted. But I realized that I was wrong. I actually got stop break even right here, but I realized that I was wrong and that the direction, the real direction was higher. So I changed my bias here and I re-entered here. I don't have anything to say really about this day. It was pretty good. I did get stopped out like prematurely here, but it's okay. I'm okay with that really. It was a tiny win. So that's what I did. But I don't really. This is not really what I want to talk about, honestly. I have nothing to say about this. Uh, this was a very good trade. This was a very good trade. So after that, we dropped on Tuesday. We dropped the whole morning session. Yes, and eventually we reached this yearly. This is the yearly open, and we didn't hit it on the other assets, and so that's a form of SMT. And I remember that this leg down put in an SMT, and all of these were really obvious to me. These equal highs, and these equal highs. They were very very obvious to me. So I had no guarantee that we would continue to go higher. If we did, sweep those. So I just exited here straight away. That was a very good trade, very good entry. Also, but that is still not what I want to talk about. I actually want to talk about what I didn't take, what I could have taken, but I didn't actually end up taking. Da da da. So I also took that trade. I also took another trade, but I'm gonna skip that one because it's just not what I want to talk about really. Where was that trade? It was this one. I took this and got stopped. Pretty much break even. If I'm not mistaken, I took this right here. Something like this. Something like this. I don't remember exactly, but I think I put my stop around here and I got actually stopped at the tick, by the tick. But anyway, this didn't play out anyway. So what I really wanted to talk about was that Thursday one, I believe. I don't even remember what happened. but I know there's something I missed, I think. Yes, I remember now. Okay, I remember. So this is Thursday open right here. We went straight up. A lot of people took that. We kind of swept these and expanded higher to this buy side. A lot of people actually took this, but I didn't take this. I wasn't super sure at open. And then we kind of tanked a bit. We also created this one, but even that one I saw it, but it was outside of a macro time or right at the end, yeah. Going into lunch, I wasn't willing to take this one. But that's okay. So far, by then at that time, I wasn't really worried about it or feeling any type of FOMO or any of that. I was just happy that I stayed patient all that time because nothing was like screaming like take this to me, so I didn't take it. Now, the one thing that I didn't like about this day was the afternoon. And it's the afternoon that bothered me really. Because this day, yes, this is what we had, I remember. I actually recorded the video, but since it was... Did I upload it? Maybe I did. Yeah, actually, I think I did. We had all of these and all of that and all, basically what we targeted on Friday. This is Friday, so this is what happened on Friday, but I was expecting it to happen Thursday afternoon. So I was really looking for this move, this reversal thing, thinking that this might be the bottom, So here I was waiting for the afternoon session, which happened at this area. And what was I looking at? I didn't even journal this. I don't exactly remember what I was looking at. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, well, it was actually this, wasn't it? Yes, what is this? Can't remember. Oh, this is the weekly. Yeah, this is like a weekly suspension block. Okay. Okay. Yes. But that's not it. Anyway, we hit the weekly suspension block, left it for a bit, engineered liquidity just before this high, came back down. There was an array here. I don't exactly remember what it was. I know there was an array here. I was looking at this one for sure. There was something that got hit here. Anyway, I understood that this was likely to be the low. And I was looking at this too. I understood that this was likely to be the low. The issue I had with this trade is also the fact that I didn't have an SMT, like a big SMT that was confirming my idea. I had some small ones. I remember, for example, this was an SMT. They do count. These ones, they do count, but I genuinely prefer to like have something, more substantial than this. But when I saw this being put in and then we just ran above this, creating an order block, I was sure that we were going higher. Now, the issue with this is this array was an important array to me. It is that 10 a.m. news candle that we used to send price lower. So I was monitoring. I really wanted to see it kind of displace above this before taking a trade. That's really what I wanted. So I did see this when we displaced through this and created an order block. I did see this, but because this was right above, I didn't feel like secure about taking it straight away. I really wanted to see how we would react off of this. I do also remember that this is the first presented fair value gap of the afternoon session. right here. I'm gonna put it in green like this. So really what I should have done, I could have entered here, right here. I could have entered this, and in the recording that is on the channel, I did try, but I think I got scared a little bit, and I was late too, and so I didn't get the exact entry I wanted. We were already like kind of in the middle here. So I didn't take this, but this would have been the first perfect entry in my opinion, right here. Now if I didn't take this, which I didn't do, the second entry was obviously this one with this fair value gap with the first presented of the afternoon session. That would have been very, very valid. The issue here is like we kind of tapped this this other inefficiency right here, and I wanted to see it, like leave it before. I wanted to see it leave it. And this is something I do a lot. I tend to need too much confirmation. This would have been good. This would have been decent. I tend to need too much, and this is a classic example of that. This, I should have taken it right here. I should have taken it. I should have taken it. I should have taken this trade. I would have probably scaled out here, even though it didn't work out at the end, because I really thought that we could go, like, take these highs, and it didn't work at all. This happened the next day, but even here, I would have partialed there for sure. Relative equals near the extreme opposite of the range. I would have partialed for sure, but that would have been a good trade. But fear, I don't know, made me like chicken out, I guess. Sometimes I need to accept that. This is something I'm working on right now. I need to accept more. I need to allow for the market to teach me a lesson sometimes. Sometimes I avoid the pain, the potential pain of the lesson that the market could teach me. In this case, everything was, even though I was going to say everything was perfect, and that's also why I'm happy that in a way, I'm not completely dissatisfied with myself, because I didn't take it, because I didn't have extreme certainty. So I can't be too mad at myself, I guess. But sometimes I do need to allow the market to teach me a lesson. And the truth is, I think I'm a way better analyst than I am a trader, because my analysis is pretty on point most of the time. It's pretty on point. But the trader side of myself still has a lot to improve on, for sure. And after that day, I remembered that I was kind of emotional. I was just kind of mad at myself, because I feel like I catch good trades and all, and my winners are bigger than my losses than my losses, for sure. But I feel like there's so many trades that I see so clearly that just kind of that I can't catch, or I don't catch. It's not even that I can't, it's I don't. For a while, I used to trade a little too much, used to overtrade a bit. So these past, I don't know, the last 6 months, I've been really correcting that and trying to trade a lot less, which I do. I trade a lot less now, which is great. But now the funny thing is, I need to trade more. I actually need to trade a little more than what I trade right now. So it's a funny it's a funny thing. It's a hard thing to do, to find the perfect balance that gives you great returns and that allows you to keep a perfect control over yourself and your emotions. It's a funny thing, really. It's yeah, trading is a really interesting journey. So yeah, I'm definitely working on that. So I think I will trade more now, slightly more, not a lot more, but in these situations where I'm so certain about the draw, when I'm so certain about the draw, I should be okay with losing, so to say. You know, I should never be okay about losing if I don't know where price is going. But when I'm convinced that I know where price is going, you shouldn't be afraid to try following your plan and your rules, of course. But if an opportunity presents itself, there's no reason to not take that opportunity. Sometimes the market has to teach you a lesson. So even if you lose, you'll probably learn way faster than if, you avoided it, which is what I'm doing right now. Sometimes I see these moves and I just kind of avoid, I guess. So yeah, next week, I'll definitely keep that in mind. And that's why this weekly recap is not even about the trading really. It's more about, anyway, trading is not really about trading in my opinion. It's more, I don't know. To me, it's a psychological game really, and risk management. So next week I will definitely hard focus on that, and I will fight fair uh, as much as I possibly can. And yeah, and Friday I didn't trade because I was busy. I couldn't trade that day. So yeah, next week I'll probably make a hopefully I'll make the right changes. But I do think I'm on the right path for sure. I feel like I get better and better very very quickly. So but sometimes that's why sometimes you feel like you might not making enough progress, but you feel like you're not um, evolving quick enough. But as long as you're evolving, really, there's nothing to complain about. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me for today. And yeah, uh, yeah, that's it. See you guys next week, hopefully, for another trade recap, another weekly recap. I think I'm gonna try and do that every week, every weekend. Yeah. Okay. See you guys.